Hey guys, Drutter here, September the 8th, 2017, and this is mainly about Bitcoin, but you're just looking at my desk here. Bitcoin is consolidating between the $4,000 and $5,000 range right now. I last talked about it at 4,700 and I said this looks like kind of a blow-off top pattern where it just kind of makes it to a new level basically, and then it's going to have to at some point pull back, and it'll pull back sharply from there. So whether that's the case is yet to be seen, because it has only pulled back from 5,000 to 4,000, and I wouldn't really call that a blow-off top. I was expecting more like into the 3,000s really, actually closer to 3,000 than 4,000. So it may have yet $1,000 more to drop. It's at about 4,200 right now this evening as I'm recording this, but it certainly has been choppy since the $5,000 mark. If that does continue to pull back, which Bitcoin sometimes does, and have a real good retracement, then that could come down into the 3,500 or 3,000 range before it resumes. But this might just be one of those temporary pullbacks, and it comes from 5,000 to 4,000 and then just does maybe a week or so, and then goes back up to that 5,000 and then breaks through it again. That would be the pattern. So obviously it's going to be one of the two. I'm not going to make any prediction right here and right now. This video is mainly about the marketplace for Bitcoin, the fundamentals, the street level, what's going on. And myself, I'm not really that in tune with that normally, but I had a small interaction that I should report here. And this is coming from a reputable source. He was a bullion dealer in the Vancouver area for I think about 40 years now. It's a good 35, possibly 40 years now that he's been doing it. He knows his stuff, and what he told me when I went into the shop the other day, inquiring about precious metals, was everybody is selling gold and silver to buy Bitcoin right now. I was actually kind of surprised to hear him talking about Bitcoin, because he doesn't even really use the internet, this guy. He just basically checks it to find out the price of silver each day, so he knows what to sell and buy his metals for. Yeah, he's not that tech savvy or anything, but he's talking about Bitcoin now because all his customers are talking about Bitcoin. Everyone is coming in there saying, here's my precious metals, I'm gonna buy Bitcoin, goodbye. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I'm just reporting that. I don't know if it's the case everywhere else, but that's what's going on here in Vancouver right now. And that's representative of a lot of other places, I would imagine, because Vancouver is a tech-savvy and bullion-savvy city. It's in both cases very strong in both bullion and tech and cryptos. So I would imagine that is indicative of what's going on in a lot of places. So, I don't know, what are you doing? Are you buying silver, buying gold, buying Bitcoin, buying cash? What are you buying? What are you selling? What currencies and or monies do you think are a good purchase right now, or a good thing to hold, good safety? Are you in it for the safety? Are you looking for gains? I don't know, what are you looking for? Myself, I'm just holding my Bitcoin, and I'm holding my precious metals. I have very little of either. And cash I have basically none of, so I'm not in a position to really do anything, but I am in a position to find out what's going on out there and what other people are doing, and that's apparently it in Vancouver. So, and what's going on in Canada? Well, this is completely unrelated news, but the Liberal government has announced their plans for Ontario, which is the biggest province and probably the trend-setting province, what they're going to be doing for, quote, legalization of cannabis. They've decided that it's basically going to be even worse prohibition than ever before. This is something that I called years ago, and a lot of other activists have known was coming. It's just worse than ever before. Literally, they've declared war, literally, on the dispensaries and farmers markets and other mom and pop shops and gardens and greenhouses and any other way that this plant can be grown and used and distributed, other than their own government, strictly government model. And they're going to put this together in the next couple of months and slap it together quickly and get these 50 or 100 stores set up around the province of Ontario and give them to who? I don't know. Who's going to run these stores? The government, but I guess friends of the government's members? Family members? Who's going to get these stores? I don't know. but they've declared war on the current system, the activists basically that for the past several decades have been working through prohibition to end cannabis prohibition and are now finally, quote, rewarded with legalization, only to all be declared the enemy and thrown in jail for life. 14 years to life for a lot of these. You could pass a joint to a 17-year-old and end up in jail for the rest of your life. This is getting really, really bad, and they have shown what they're going to be doing for the rest of Canada, including BC, and that's shut down every source of cannabis that is not their own. And that means there's going to be a massive black market, as there always has been, and it's just only going to get bigger and stronger. And that means that there's going to be a lot of people suffering, a lot of patients suffering and dying needlessly. And it means that there's going to be enforcement on that black market, which is a huge industry. The RCMP is rejoicing right now. And it's going to be a massive, massive boon for their industry of, quote, controlling this substance. In other words, profiting off of the black market. And that's only just going to continue. So I'm going to do a quick dab here. I'll pause the video while I heat my rig, and then I'll do a dab, which is breaking like, I don't know, 30 or 40 of the laws right now, and probably even more once legalization comes in. This is going to be, you know, they're going to break down the door and kill me basically to stop me from doing this. July 1st, 2018. So here we go. I better do it before it becomes even more illegal that they kill me for it. Here's a dab by Darren Rucker. Okay. Here we go. You guys are my witnesses. Ready? Pure cannabinoids right there. THC, a little bit of CBD, CBG, CBN, THCV, and other cannabinoids. Going to be vaporized and inhaled. Ready? Oh God. Oh wow. Oh, I think they're coming in. Oh, they're banging on the doors, guys. Uh-oh, I'm going to jail. Goodbye.